The most strange and unique fireworks ever conceived. Here
Oh, that's so inappropriate.
Number 15. The most inappropriate firework.
Let's get into it,
Sometimes
guys.
shapes are created in the sky by fireworks on purpose, and sometimes they're a complete accident. What do you think was the case with this one that took place at a display in Glasgow in Scotland in 2013?
Let me see.
At first, it appears like any other event, with the oohs and the ahs of the crowd, but suddenly two rockets start to gravitate towards each other and explode to create
I think that was in purpose.
The position of two others.
Oh, that wasn't purpose. That was not by accident.
It was definitely unique.
That was not by accident.
Organizers to include this highlight, and is probably something that will never be done again.
I hope not.
Number 14, the biggest firework ever.
Dang, that's a big firework shell.
Fireworks were first invented.
Wow.
There's always been someone who's wondered how large a detonation is possible from a rocket.
Yeah.
The answer, as was proved in early February 2020, is very, very big. The record attempt happened at Steamboat Springs, Colorado, for the Winter Carnival, and saw a 2,797-pound shell being launched into the air. It was
Dang.
almost 5 feet in diameter. It was made with
No
51
way.
miles of gummed paper tape and contained 380 individual comet fireworks.
Ooh.
It was so huge that it couldn't be launched like a regular firework, and required the construction of a 5-foot wide and 26-foot deep mortar to fire it from.
Damn.
When it reached altitude and
That's
detonated,
big.
it emitted so much light that the entire area was illuminated in a blaze of red and orange.
Wow,
And
that's
was
so
phenomenal.
bright.
They would have surely thought the
Yo,
world was
it's
about
like
to
the
end.
whole sky turned red.
Number 13, daytime
Bloody
fireworks.
sky.
One of the limitations faced by organizers of fireworks
Wow,
displays
that's
is that
crazy.
they can only be done at night. But what if they could happen when it's light instead? That's the idea behind daytime fireworks.
What?
Which, instead of relying on explosives to emit light, release large plumes of colored powder and smoke into the sky. A
Dang.
genius idea that allows for a very different type of display.
Yes.
And are becoming increasingly popular around the world. It's much safer for events to take place during daylight.
That was a good
and
idea.
displays are arguably
That was a
just
good
as
idea.
enthralling. A much wider range of colors can be used and is also far better for the environment. Number 12, Maswell Rentnat fireworks suit. There are
Fireworks.
some world records that you probably think would either be quite fun to try, and then there are others that only the bravest or most foolhardy of people would ever attempt.
Yes.
Maswell Rentnat certainly falls into the latter category, because in 2014 he set the world record for the most number of firework rockets to be launched from a pyrotechnic suit. He's worked with fireworks all of his life, and to complete the challenge he designed a special cotton suit that was inspired by what firefighters wear. During the attempt, he stood on stilts so the rockets could be fired off in all directions.
Look at all those fireworks in his bag.
Individual fireworks were set off.
Dang, I would be scared. I would be so scared.
Number 11, the transient rainbow.
I would be scared. All that in your back?
Is an international
Fireworks
renowned
is
artist
dangerous
who has used
enough.
a variety of different materials and techniques in his displays over the years. One of the most stunning took place in 2002 over the East River between Manhattan and Queens in New York. And it was called the Transient Rainbow.
Wow.
On one June evening, 1,000 multicolored peony
Damn.
fireworks were detonated at precise
1,000?
times thanks to computer chips that were attached to each one. In over 15 seconds, it created a glorious arc of color over the famous backdrop.
Wow.
It was done in
See how
collaboration with
fast
modern artists
that's
who
going?
recreated their venue and
See how fast all that is popping?
one of the most beautiful singular fireworks displays that's ever taken place.
That's so beautiful though.
Heart-shaped fireworks.
Aww, that's
Fireworks have been
cute.
around for thousands of
Y'all
years.
agree?
But as the industry explores new chemicals and techniques to create the bursts of light in the sky,
What y'all
they've
think?
developed new ways to generate
Comment
shapes
down
like
below,
never
tell me
before.
what y'all think
It's a
about
real
this.
highlight for crowds to see something they don't expect. And at this display in 2009, they weren't disappointed. Amongst the usual types of rockets, there are some that release red stars in the shape of hearts. And every time
That
one
is so
detonates, you can
nice.
hear the cheers of excitement. If shapes like these are already possible, it may not be too long until Gandalf's displays become reality. Number 9.
That is
Smiley
one
face
nice
firework.
firework for sure.
Fireworks
What?
are all constructed along a similar design. When you light the fuse, it ignites gunpowder inside the mortar.
Did
that
it
propels
just
the
make a
rocket
face?
into the sky, and just a fraction of a second later, it detonates the second charge, known as the bursting charge, which causes the entire shell, which is full of gunpowder and stars, to explode. This is how the large showers of light are created. But by altering the way it's put together, simplistic shapes can be created. These are smiley face fireworks. While they might seem complicated,
Wow.
they're actually fairly easy to
I
make
didn't think
when
that
you know
was
how.
possible, bro. Look
Instead of
at
packing a
that.
shell full of powder and chemicals, a
What
piece
do
of
you
card
think?
is put
What do
inside
y'all
that has the
think?
chemicals
If you had your
stuck to it.
hands in those
The
fireworks,
shape you create
what
as you
would
attach
y'all
material
do
to the card
if you
is what
detonate
it'll
them?
look like when it explodes. So in this case, the dots of powder would have been arranged like a
My
smiley
question
face.
is, how loud is it in real life, in real time?
Much more complicated
In
ones
person,
make
how
one day
loud is
possible.
it? That's my question.
Number 8, giant Catherine wheel. Catherine
Wow.
wheels are an absolute must at any large fireworks display, and are named after St. Catherine of Alexandria, who, according to legend, had been sentenced to death by breaking on the wheel.
Wow.
But when she touched it, it flew apart in pieces. These types
Oh,
of
that was
fireworks
the
can be small
idea?
enough to have in your backyard. But the largest ever was displayed by Lilly Fireworks Company in Malta in 2011.
That's
for the annual
dangerous,
Our
kind
Lady
of.
of
Have it
the
in your
Lilies
backyard.
celebration.
Probably
It's
make
just
a
over
fire. You
105
never
feet
know.
in diameter and amazingly
We need
managed
to have a
complete
big
four
open
rotations
field.
under its own propulsion.
Wide.
While that doesn't
Wide
sound
open.
like much, the science behind making a structure like this turn is extremely complicated and required several tons of explosives to make possible. No one has been close to breaking the record since, and with the amount of
Wow,
resource and
that's
effort
nice.
needed to make one bigger than this,
What?
it will likely stand for many years to come. Number 7, the Niagara
My
Falls.
eyes. Oh my god.
The Niagara Falls is famous for being one of the largest and most beautiful waterfalls in the world. So it seemed fitting that at the 2008 Ariake Sea Fireworks Festival in Japan, the world record attempt for the largest fireworks waterfall was named after it. The shower of sparks was 11,539 feet and 5 inches long, which is just over 2 miles. The display was so impressive that it now returns at every event every
Wow.
year. And more than
Look at the hang
100,000
time
visitors
of
travel
that.
to see it, which is all the more impressive considering the town
That's
was
impressive.
only 50,000 residents. The
That
effect
is
is created
impressive.
by suspending rockets along the desired route by wire, so when they're detonated, they don't shoot up into the air, and instead shower the sparks down towards the ground in unison. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Top 5s with notifications on.
Shout out to them. Make sure you go subscribe to them.
Skyladder. Artist Kaiko Chang has made a number of unusual fireworks throughout his career, but the most famous one was called the Skyladder.
Wow.
In June of 2015, he displayed a work that saw a fiery ladder appear in the sky. It appeared to form on the ground and burn upwards. This,
What?
of course, wasn't done with specially crafted rockets, but required meticulous engineering and planning to create. A
Whoa.
special 1,650-foot-long ladder was built and covered with explosives. And as some images will show, the far end was suspended high in the air by a balloon. The end result was undoubtedly one of the most amazing fireworks display ever conceived. And even though there were
No
only several
way.
hundred people lucky enough to see it in real life, it's no surprise
Bro,
that
that's
videos
so
went viral
cool.
and were released a few weeks later. Number 5, largest sparkler candle.
No way.
Sparklers are a fun way to have some close-up firework action when you're at a display. But in 2016, Ukrainian Yuri Yaniv decided to work on a project to supersize them. He collected
What?
10,000 sparklers and carefully packed them all within a heavy-duty garbage can before attaching a fuse and setting light to the whole thing.
Wow.
If he had burned them individually, he would have been able to keep going continuously for 2 days.
What?
His creation only lasted for a few
Bro,
moments.
that
Luckily,
is
he was very
long.
careful with how he did it and set it up in an abandoned field and ensured he had 2 fire extinguishers on hand just in case things got out of
Oh
control.
yes, most definitely.
He said that the most difficult thing about the plan was waiting for the weather to be perfect, because earlier in the day the wind had been blowing too hard to have been able to successfully set fire to the pyro. But when things settled down, they were ready to go.
2 days. That's
Another
so
one has
bright.
recently set a record with a whopping
That was so
100,000
bright.
sparklers. Number 4. Cherry blossoms.
Oh, that's so nice.
Japanese fireworks events are like none other, and they combine explosive shells with their traditional aesthetic to create stunning displays. There's one effect that's often called the cherry blossom.
That's so
Which
nice.
shows multiple rockets being detonated over one another to create the impression of cascading blossoms in the height of spring. There's a very simple reason why Japanese fireworks seem so different from elsewhere. That's because of the way they take into account the perspectives of the people watching. In most places, there's a very specific place where crowds will be stood to see them. So the explosions are designed to look their best from that angle. But in Japan, fireworks are viewed more like a festival, and consideration is to put in what it will look like from all around. They're therefore fuller displays that are conceived in a three-dimensional fashion instead of like painting on a two-dimensional canvas, which combined with the tradition of making them look flower-like makes for an equal and inclusive experience. They have a long history and plenty of experience in creating the best show, as the first Japanese firework festival that still runs to this day took place in 1733.
Dang.
To organize a display also requires qualifications and years of
That's
study.
pretty bright.
And each craftsman makes sure to put their own message into every work that they design. Number 3. Giant UAE shell.
Whoa, that's so
New
big.
Year's Eve celebrations around the world are marked by giant fireworks.
Guys, this is going crazy. This is going out of control,
In
guys.
2018, the United Arab Emirates pulled out all the stops to do something bigger and better than anyone had done before. They built what would be the largest fireworks shell to have ever been detonated until the record was broken in 2020, that is. And the event was an amazing spectacle. The shell itself was 56 inches wide and weighed 2,400 pounds and was sent into the sky above Al Marjan Island.
How?
It was too big to be able to launch itself, so a series of mortars and other explosives were used to
It
propel
don't
it
make
up
sense
into
to
the
me,
air.
guys.
It
It
shot
do
up with a
not.
trail behind it for 15 seconds before detonating in such an eruption of fire that it looked quite similar to the launch of a spaceship.
That's so
It seemed
pretty.
to hang in the air at first with a trail of reddish-white light, but then it turned to a deep shade of orange. It happened at the end of a 10-minute display that had seen almost 1 million people show up to watch.
Wow, look at that hang time too.
For the event, and an incredible way to
Damn, that's so
bring it in the
long.
air. Number 2. Demolition fireworks. Fireworks are used to celebrate a range of different events. But one of the most unusual and creative took place in Las Vegas in 2007. The New Frontier Casino and Hotel was the second resort to open on the Strip and had continuously operated since 1942, hosting Elvis's first Vegas performance in 1956 and the final show by the Supremes with Diana Ross in 1970. It was an incredibly important site in Vegas with a rich history, but by the 1990s, the owners were beginning to struggle to keep up with the other resorts that were springing up. A series of strikes through that decade, combined with a lack of investment, led to plans being devised to replace the New Frontier with a new structure fit for the new millennium. But the owners were left with one question: how to remove the structure that was already there. They couldn't just quietly dismantle such an iconic venue, which had made its name with bikini bull riding, cheap room, and $5 craps, and realized that they had to do it in a Vegas way. They came up with a plan for a large fireworks display arranged around the hotel's demolition as a fitting farewell. On November
Wow, that's
13,
nice.
2007, the New Frontier was
Now
packed
that
with
is
more than
nice.
1,000 pounds of explosives,
Damn.
as well as countless fireworks that were attached to all of its windows.
Ooh.
That evening, the venue was lit with floodlights. The TV crew from Discovery Channel set up their cameras to get the perfect shots, and the display began. Hundreds of fireworks were set off around the hotel in a display that began by looking like any other.
Wow.
But then the structure began to be covered with a wall of fire, with rockets and flares erupting from its roof. Next, they began to shoot out from the windows, and then everything goes dark.
What?
With the sound of alarms in the background, a fuse was lit and streamed towards the hotel, which triggered a countdown of numbers being emitted by sparks before the demolition explosives were triggered. The hotel fell to the ground. Plumes of smoke wafted up into the air, but soon settled, and the Vegas skyline was changed forever.
Wow.
It's one of the most unusual types of fireworks displays you could ever see.
Yes.
And one of the most spectacular demolitions you could ever witness. It was just a shame that the plans for the building to replace it fell through. And still more than 10 years later, the new owners of the plot are still to decide what to do with it next.
They're crazy. Why would they do that, first of all?
Longest firework waterfall. Firework waterfalls are long-lasting and beautiful installations, so it's perhaps no surprise that they're a popular design to be used when trying to set new world records. The current record holder for the longest one ever displayed is Ras Al Khaimah, one of the 7 emirates of the UAE, which held a huge fireworks display to celebrate the new year on the 1st of January 2020. The waterfall on that occasion was 2.35 miles long. It was the climax of the display.
It's pretty long.
The entire coastline during the 13-minute performance.
That's nice.
This wasn't the only record that was set that night either. They also broke the record for the most unmanned aerial vehicles for launching fireworks simultaneously, something that required extreme precision and planning to pull off. Subscribe to Top 5s for more and check out some of our other popular videos.
Shout out to them. You should go subscribe to them. And wow, that video was insane, bro. I mean, wow, it just went crazy. Well, well, peace out, guys. And let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If you enjoy it, smash that like button. And if y'all brand new, hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what y'all think. That was insane. You seen the one that looked like a man's private? That one was inappropriate, bro. I feel like, that one, they did it on purpose. They did not do that by accident. They know what they was doing. The engineers could do whatever they want. They could make it look whatever they want and however they want. Yeah, that was too crazy. I don't know. But I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what videos y'all want me to react to next. And let me know y'all thoughts in the comments down below. If y'all brand new, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And smash that like button if you enjoyed it. Alright guys, I'm out. Thunderman 215 here, signing off. Peace. Until the next one.